This presentation is intended to provide an overview of the aims, objectives, plans and work of the Open Space Trust, particularly in delivering the Mither project for the communities of Aberdeen City and Aberdeenshire. We acknowledge and thank Dr. Arthur Winfield, project leader, for permission to use a series of his photographs depicting the walk from Union Street and along the main drive to the Kirk of St Nicholas. We are also grateful to trustees for the use of text from the agreed strategic plan. This view from the upper floor of St Nicholas House emphasises the centrality of the Kirk, its existence at the very heart of the city, and its potential as a historic and imposing building for the good of the city and surrounds, as recognised by those who set up the Open Space Trust. I invite you to walk with me from the gate at Union Street up the main drive to the Kirk, where we will pass the former East Kirk and go by the Correction Wine Steps to end outside St Mary's Chapel. That will allow you to appreciate the extent of the Open Space Trust's site. And on the way, I will share with you the Trust's achievements, work and plans for the future. The purpose of the Open Space Trust is to complete the Mither Kirk project by developing the former East Kirk of St Nicholas and St Mary's Chapel into spaces which can be a focus and gathering place to be enjoyed by both the people of Aberdeen and visitors. In doing so, we will conserve and bring to new life for the community an iconic building, a key heritage site in the centre of our city. Such community use should include improved access to extensive city archives, among the most complete in the nation, both online and on display, space for meetings and for commercial and charitable use, a cafe franchise, and display facilities for heritage, archaeology, artistic and other purposes. We are seeking to be flexible in plans for this building to reflect the interests of both funders and users, and the project being a central plank of the City Centre Regeneration Master Plan, we have a vision of the developed building having a key role in mission and service to the city centre. The history of the building, containing both East and West Kirks, dates back to at least the 11th century, and the East Kirk houses St Mary's Chapel, built in the mid-1400s. The latter's history, architecture and ambience make it a very special place, and its restoration is an essential part of the project. Phase 1 of the project saw the archaeological dig, which captured the imagination of many citizens and visitors and school children from various primary schools, and the eventual external restoration to render the building wind and watertight, and internal work to restore the stained glass. Following lockdown, we hope to be in a position to begin Phase 2A for various works to enable the reburial of disarticulated bones and full skeletons unearthed in the dig, as well as new access and entrance to the chapel itself, with improvement to the interior floor levels and replacement of heating boilers for the building, as was contracted and expected immediately prior to lockdown. Securing of further funding would then lead us into Phase 2B, with construction and fit-out of a 4-storey building within the building shell. Phase 3 would then see the operation of the completed building as rental property. Our major achievements to date as trustees have been oversight of the archaeological dig in partnership with archaeologists and volunteers, and raising and expending over £2.5 million in delivering Phase 1 of the works necessary in restoration of the stained glass, rendering the building wind and watertight by refurbishing the roof and exterior of the building, then raising a further £50,000 to provide a crypt to house the human remains uncovered by the dig. Such artefacts and materials will be on regular display to the public, from jewellery to shroud pins, from pilgrim tokens to broken pottery, from coins to gold pieces, and from leather to stained glass fragments. The dig was widely recognised as one of the most significant ecclesiastical excavations in Europe because of the completeness of the record and the time span involved. St Mary's Chapel contains the oldest visible wall in Aberdeen, with remains of child burials in front of it. In total, the remains of more than 2,000 individuals were uncovered, with nearly half of these complete burials. The marriage of past history and heritage and future advantage and opportunity can be of great benefit for all of us with a care for this city. We trust we have conveyed something of the nature and work of the Open Space Trust and the importance of the Mither Kirk project, not to mention our enthusiasm for and commitment to the project, which we share with partners, notable among them Aberdeen City Council, Nicholas Groves Rains Architects, and their partners in the design team. We would hope to have secured your interest, perhaps for some continuing interest in our project, and hope you have the time now to view some of the resources and information available online at this time. If you have questions, please address these to the project leader, Dr. Arthur Winfield, whose contact details will follow. Please do also arrange to visit us on site when lockdown and completion of the ensuing construction works allow. If you wish to maintain contact with us and receive up-to-date news of further progress and reopening, please visit our website at www.openspacetrust.org.uk. Dr. Winfield himself may be contacted at the Lodge, Kirk of St Nicholas, Backwind, Aberdeen, AB10 1JZ. The telephone is 01224 643 580. On our website you will be able to view our regular blog, which is interesting and informative about many features around the site, and it will also contain any updates and progress following lockdown, as well as ideas as to how you might further support the project, including financial support, which is always welcomed and appreciated. Thank you for your time spent with us today. We trust you have found it worthwhile. And please do arrange to visit us in person once lockdown and necessary construction work allow. We are grateful for ongoing support, particularly financial, and the website will also inform you as to how donations would be received. Thank you for your interest and your attendance today.